Hello, this is question 3 on your OCR paper 1 from the AES papers in June 2023. And we have a diagram that shows a quadratic, is this one, and you have the same drawing in the answers booklet, but we don't need that. We are going to do it here. And we have to draw a possible graph of the gradient function y equals fx. So this is fx and we have to represent the derivative. Remember when we are representing the derivative, which is not the most common question, but we have to think a few things. So what happens when the derivative, when I have a minimum of a maximum or a maximum, and then when the function is increasing or decreasing, a series of things. So in this case, if I have a quadratic, my derivative is going to be a straight line. Yeah, it's going to be a linear function. If my function is quadratic, so imagine I have ax squared plus bx plus c. When I derivate this, I'm going to have a straight line. Yeah, so that's the first thing. Then when I have a minimum, my derivative is going to be 0. So my straight line is going to cut the x-axis underneath the minimum. Yeah, and the last thing that you have to think is if it's positive gradient or negative gradient. Just think that when the function is decreasing, the derivative is going to be negative, and when the function is increasing, the derivative is going to be positive, which means for this bit my function is going to be under the x-axis. Yeah, so the function is decreasing here. In this bit is decreasing. That means the derivative is going to be negative. So it's going to be below the x-axis. So I have something like this. And then for the rest, I'm going to have a positive derivative because the function is increasing. So this is going to be your function derivative. Yeah, I would just really leave really clear that this is under the minimum. Yeah, positive gradient, and it cuts here in the y-axis. Yeah, so those are the 3 marks. And then state the gradient of the second derivative. If this is my first derivative and it's already a straight line, the second derivative, so if I have a straight line, ax plus b, my second derivative is going to be just a. And the gradient of this one is going to be 0. Yeah, this is a horizontal line. Yeah, so the gradient is going to be 0. They're asking me the gradient of the second derivative. So the gradient of the second derivative, this is a, is going to be gradient is a 0. Yeah, and that's all with this question. It's not the most common question, and sometimes it gets you by surprise. But remember the few things that we need to remember when we represent derivatives. Yeah, that's all.